Stephanie Dreyer, the founder of Batch Cooking Club, and I want to welcome you to today's live cooking class. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to get in and get settled. Please, in the comments, shout out your name, where you're cooking from, and how many you batch cook for every week. We are making a Mexican chopped salad today, along with a creamy cilantro pepita dressing. And this has been paired on the menu this week with our cowboy caviar stuffed avocados. So you can grab the recipe for this, for both the creamy cilantro pepita dressing and the chopped Mexican salad over at batchcookingclub.com/blog. Both of the recipes are posted up there, so you're welcome to grab those and kind of cook along with me if you'd like. This salad comes together really, really quickly, and it comes together even quicker when you make the cilantro pepita dressing in advance, which is what we do here at Batch Cooking Club. We meal prep on the weekend. So I'm going to show you really how easily and quickly this is. My advice for whenever you're making a salad dressing is to double batch it and have extra to eat throughout the week to put on in. As you'll see in this week's plan, we're putting it on our vegan burritos, and we're also using it in this salad. So we get to use it in multiple ways, and it makes it really easy to throw a salad together if you've got a dressing ready to go. This dressing also makes a delicious marinade. So for all we're in grilling season right now, you can pour it over your favorite plant-based proteins. Tofu works great on tofu, it works great on vegetable steaks, and so you can use it that way as well. So, but first and foremost, you need some papitas because it's a creamy cilantro pepita dressing. So I have toasted these papitas, and papitas are the same thing as pumpkin seeds, by the way. It's just more fun to say pepita, I think. And I used a dry pan, and I dry roasted them in this pan for about 4 to 5 minutes. And you want to give it a little toss as they're toasting so that you get the brown flavor all over the pepita. So we're going to put those into the blender. And then, of course, creamy cilantro pepita dressing, you've got to have some cilantro. Now, my husband is a super taster, and so cilantro tastes like soap to him. So if you can't do cilantro or you don't like cilantro, just some parsley for all this beautiful cilantro. So we're going to put that in here. And so again, we are making this dressing for 2 things on our menu this week. So like I said, we at Batch Cooking Club meal prep on the weekend to have dinner easy and ready to go later in the week. So we're making this dressing to put on our chopped Mexican salad that we're serving with stuffed avocados. That's also on the menu. And we're also drizzling it on our vegan burritos, which is another recipe in this week's menu. So if you're interested in finding out the menu, more about this week's menu, you can go to batchcookingclub.com/this-week, or just head over to batchcookingclub.com and you can get all the info and find out how to join. We relaunched this week with lower prices. We are just $10 a month now and $100 a year, so I invite you to check it out. There's never been a better time to get in the kitchen and cook with us. All right, I am throwing in garlic because garlic just makes everything better in my opinion. We have got some red wine vinegar, olive oil, of course, and I'm also using, in addition to olive oil, I am using a little bit, just a little bit of dairy-free mayo. If you're trying to stay oil-free or cut back on the oil, you can omit the dairy-free mayo and it'll still be delicious. It just adds a little bit more creaminess. And if you're going oil-free altogether, just replace the water and use vegetable broth instead of the olive oil and the water that I'm going to add in. I'm going to add water right now. And you can go completely oil-free. With all of our recipes, we always offer options for making it oil-free, soy-free, nut-free, and gluten-free. So we always have that allergen information for you, just as an FYI. So I'm putting in the juice of 2 limes here. And this is it, guys. And we're going to add in some salt, and then we just blend this up, and that is the dressing. So you can see how quick and easy it comes together, which is why you want to make a double batch, because if it's so easy, you might as well just get more for your bang, right? And get it all done. So we also have, talking about this week's menu, I mentioned we're pairing this salad with the stuffed avocados. So another thing we do at Batch Cooking Club is we always, of the 4 recipes you get every week, you get 4 meals a week. 2 of those meals include a double batch of something used in different ways. So in this case, this week we are making cowboy caviar, which by the way is a delicious dip for 4th of July, for any of your summer barbecues. You can just use it with chips as a dip. It's such a fun kind of salsa, healthy, hearty dip to use. But we're using it this week in 2 ways. First way is we're putting it in those stuffed avocados, and the second way is we're making burritos with cilantro lime rice and some of this stuff. So it's a really, really yummy recipe. You can check that out over at batchcookingclub.com. And then I'm gonna just add a little bit of salt. And then we also have on the menu buffalo chickpea salad rolls. This is kind of a fun, this time of year, on the East Coast anyway, I think of like being in Cape Cod and the Hamptons, and people are having their lobster rolls and their crab sandwiches. And so I thought this would be a fun plant-based alternative to all of those sandwiches. So we've put together a buffalo chickpea salad roll, and it uses our buffalo chickpea salad, which is so yummy. And then we also have on the menu this week a ramen noodle salad, which is a fun take on ramen. If you're a ramen fan, you'll definitely want to try out this salad. We're also batch cooking that on the weekend. It stays really nice for a couple days, so you can prep that in advance if you want. So you can check all that out at batchcookingclub.com, and it's $10 for the whole month for all the recipes. You get 4 recipes a week, the grocery list, the batch cooking action plan to get it all cooked and stored for the week, plus all sorts of other goodies, including access to our private Facebook community. So again, I invite you to check it out. Would love to have you to join us over here in our weekly cooking. All right, that's all this is. We're ready to blend it up. Cilantro, and it's all, you can see it's all ground up. You just want it to be smooth, super, super quick and easy to do. So that's the dressing. That was the hardest part of this salad. I'm just gonna give it a little taste. So I'm just tasting to make sure it doesn't need any more salt or any more lime juice or any more cilantro for that matter. So you can taste it and add an additional amount of any of those things to make it your own and make it to your liking, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there. Now we're gonna go to town on our salad. So, it's a Mexican chopped salad, and when I say Mexican, I am using kind of the traditional fun, flavors that you would think of. The best part of this salad, in my opinion, is that everything is chopped, and I just think it makes it more fun that things are chopped. But you can do this, it doesn't have to be chopped, you can slice things, you can do it however you want. You can add and customize things to it. So another way you can serve this salad, I'm just gonna make a salad for one right now. But if you're going to a barbecue, obviously you wanna just toss it all together and dress it when you get to the party. But another fun way to serve this salad if you're making it for dinner is to use a Lazy Susan. If you don't have a Lazy Susan, you could just put it all the toppings in the middle of the table and make like a salad bar. I find DIY food bars are so fun for families, and it lets everyone have a little more control over what goes on their plate, which usually ends to people eating more salad, which is what we want, right? We want to eat more healthy food. So I have got cherry tomatoes here. I'll just show you what I have for this salad, and then obviously if there's other ingredients you would add, go for it. So we've got some cherry tomatoes. You could also use Roma tomatoes and chop that up. We've got green onion, red onion would also be delicious. We've got some sliced black olives, some more papitas, of course, some black beans. I have some dairy-free vegan cheddar cheese that I've shredded, some corn, and some chopped radishes. So, obviously, oh, and I forgot the tortilla chips. Well, and I would also have tortilla chips, but it looks like I forgot those today. So, You can also top it with tortilla chips. And then I'm using romaine, but if there's a salad, lettuce that you prefer, go for it. So again, we're just gonna start by chopping our lettuce. I'm gonna chop it for this because it's a chopped salad, but I also really like shredding it in ribbons. That's another fun way when I use romaine. But I'm just gonna roughly chop. And the recipe that we posted on the website serves 6. So I'm just doing this for 1 because it's just me right here in the kitchen, and I'm gonna eat this for lunch because why not? It's so fresh and delicious. So I don't think I need all this lettuce. 1 head. I find that 1 head usually serves about 2 once we add all the yummy stuff in here. So basically all you're gonna do is you're gonna layer your salad. So we're gonna add some tomato. And then we're gonna add some green onions and some olives. We'll save the papitas for us, some radishes, which I love. Oh, you know what would also be great in here is jicama. That is another great option. It gives us flavors. I'm gonna put some black beans. And the cheese is totally optional, but you know, life is better with cheese, so we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna put just a little sprinkle of cheese. Whoops. And this brand that I'm using is the Life Cheddar. And then I've got my Papitas. That's for a little crunch. And then I forgot the tortilla chips, but I would also crumble up some tortilla chips. Just sprinkle those on top after you give it a little drizzle of your dressing. I love the great thing about this dressing, especially if you roast the papitas, which I think is a very necessary step, is that you can smell the roasted, you can smell those papitas. And then we're just gonna give it a little toss. And I know it's not lunchtime yet, but this looks really good. I think we should take a bite. Let's take a bite. So again, we are pairing, this is our dinner salad that pairs with our stuffed avocados. Our cowboy caviar stuffed avocados, that's on this week's plan. And again, I invite you to check it out. We are here, we just did a revamp of our membership, and our weekly live cooking classes are now going to be here weekly on the Batch Cooking Club Facebook page. So look on our events tab and you can see where those are. I invite you to join us over on Instagram as well at Batch Cooking Club. Would love to connect with you and head on over. We've got a few free resources at batchcookingclub.com. If you're new to batch cooking, don't know where to start, we've got a free batch cooking planner for you, and I'm here to help you. We're here to help. So reach out, PM me, DM me, and let's get you in the kitchen cooking. So that's it for today. Do we have any questions before we give it a wrap?
Not today. Just
all right. Thank you, Roberto, on the camera too. Special shout out to him, and thank you to all of you who are watching. We will see you in the kitchen next week.